Had 2 races of the men's. We've crowned ourselves a women's champion, and there's plenty more action to come as we speak. We'll go down to the start line in just a few moments. Our final 8 competitors, Beatty, Bevilacqua and Brooks, they are still alive in this one. Brooks, he sat out race 2, so he will be fresh and raring to go. Ali Day, he's won a series before. Shannon Eckstein, he's won a series before. James Lacey has never even won a race, but he needs to do it to claim the title. Matt Poole's won a series before, and Kendrick Louis won races before, so the pressure is on the young guns here. We're going to crown ourselves a race champion, a series champion, and the best Ironman in the world all in one. Here we go. Ski, swim, board, off and away. They start to drag them in. The start's all important. Lacey's off to an absolute flyer in the centre, the grey bottom, the red top. Kendrick Louis puts the power down on the white ski. Max Brooks does as well. And the 4 men who raced in the last one, they've been left behind ever so slightly. And the only man who's been able to go with our 2 early winners was Kendrick Louis.
Well, a great start there from Max Brooks. James Lacey trying to go with him, and it looks as though Bevilacqua was starting off where he finished off the last one. He's in trouble at this stage. If he wants to keep his series hopes alive, he needs to finish up the front end of this race. He needs to beat Ali Day, and the only way he's going to do that is to be in front of him.
Tender hooks. We're all on tender hooks here. Max Brooks leads on the blue ski, the yellow cap. Just behind him, Shannon Eckstein. Alongside him, James Lacey. So the 2 men who sat out race 2 are in 1 and 2, and you'd expect that. Poole's there. He's looking to finish his season on a massive high. It hasn't been the title defence he was hoping for. He's had a 3rd place finish, but that's the best he's managed so far, and it's been a long time since Matt Poole hasn't won a race. Kendrick Louis the same. You always expect him to see him high up on the podium. He started with a 2nd. He got another 3rd along the way in round 4 in Fairhaven, but I guarantee one of these 2, they'll go close to winning this one today because they love it. Shannon Eckstein, we don't know how much longer he's got in the sport. Every year he makes the decision. Are we seeing the final race for him? Ali Day looking to add a 2nd title to his 5 Coolangatta Gold titles in the past. Matt Bevilacqua, he's won 3 Molokai to Oahu World Paddleboard Championships, never won himself an Ironman series. And Max Beatty, he was first in race 2, he is last in race 3 at the moment. Wouldn't this be an upset if he could get the job done?
Well, plenty of congestion around the can, Josh. Matt Poole and Kendrick Louis can't get their paddle in the water. That's allowed Shannon Eckstein to go around in 3rd place. It's also allowed Ali Day to get around on the outside, while Matt Bevilacqua is held back in behind, and James Lacey is sneaking away out in front.
Drama. If you're Ali Day, look at Ali Day get the rating up. Look at him go. If you're Ali Day and Matt Bevilacqua, there is everything on the line here because James Lacey looks like he has grown 10 foot tall and he's currently bulletproof. He is going away with this one at the moment, not looking around, not worried. He's found himself a runner. That runner's going to turn into a wave. That wave's going to give him the lead, and just like that, Lacey and Brooks will lead the opening leg of the final race in the Nutri Ironman series.
Well, the 2 well-rested boys, Josh, going into race 3, have it all ahead of them. This one is theirs to lose now, setting up the first ski leg very, very well. They'll go into the next swim leg. They'll have more energy than anyone else, having not gone round the past 3 legs in race 2.
The only problem is they're not the best swimmers in the field. Lacey can swim, Brooks is strong as well, but you'd probably expect their board legs to be a little bit better than their swim. So expect our 6 chasers. And isn't it funny, the 2 that sat out race 2, they're in the lead, and the rest of the field is all on one wave. You cannot tell me that rest doesn't make a difference.
Well, it makes a huge difference, Josh, and we're seeing it right here. Through transition, the chase 6, they'll be looking to take their victory. In goes Lacey, in goes Brooks, and here come the chasers.
Bevilacqua's up into 3rd, Louis into 4th, 5th place is Ali Day, 6th place is Beatty, 7th is Eckstein, and in last place, Matt Poole. He looked strong early on, but he's going to have the swim of his life, and Shannon Eckstein actually looked the most comfortable out of all those men going through as James Lacey goes to the front. He knows he's got one job to do, win it and take home the biggest prize in surf sports, the Nutri Ironman series title.
Well, Josh, the idea is to stay calm, and that's what the chasers are trying to do. You get anxious, you get worked up.
And
it means your heart rate goes up, you make mistakes, but the boys need to stay calm and work their way back through slowly. They're not going to do it running into the water in the swim leg. They'll close the gap, but they won't close the gap entirely. And now Poole goes to work in the swim.
Ali Day is going after it. He is chasing. He is chasing like you have never seen before. Day knows he just has to stop Lacey from winning, get himself in the top 2 or 3, and the title will be his. As they work their way out towards that back bank, a bit of a gutter's developed on the inside. It's Lacey in 1, Brooks in 2, Day in 3 there, Bevilacqua in 4, Max Beattie hot on his heel, and then off to the side, it's Poole, Louis, and Shannon Eckstein, incredibly, has drifted off the back of that group, and he is in last place, and that's not something you see very often.
Well, you're not used to seeing Shannon Eckstein go out the back door in swimming, Josh. He spoke to us a couple of weeks ago. He said that when he was racing against Zane Holmes and Kai Hurst, he realised that swimming was his weakness. He went to work on it. He made it a strength, and that made Shannon Eckstein the Ironman he is today.
Possibly the greatest of all time. It was his biggest strength, and he's someone special, but he's just clambering on, and at this point, none of these boys care how special he is, how many titles he's won, or the reputation that goes with it. They're racing for their teammates, they're racing for their parents, they're racing for their partners, their friends, and everyone who's put something into this series for him this year. 25 hours a week, 2 sessions a day, 3 sessions a day. That's the kind of work it takes to get to this level. And then when you get here, it's a matter of inches between being crowned the champion and coming up just short. And at the moment, James Lacey is doing everything possible. His coach Mick James will be sitting on the beach from the Mermaid Beach Surf Club. He'll be sitting on the beach, he'll be crossing his fingers, he'll be crossing his toes and praying that they can get some good luck on the way home, because he deserves it. He's worked damn hard so far, and they've got a huge lead at the moment.
Well, Brooks is trying to stick with Lacey. He's sticking on his feet.
And
a little wave for Brooks.
Brooks gets one.
So the skills, look at the run. Who's going to run at the longest? Lacey looks to be in a very good position. Well picked up by Lacey, but that blows the gap wide open, Josh. The chasers are well out the back door, and for our leaders, they're sitting in the gutter, but they're working away.
Second place is not enough for James Lacey. Second place is not enough for James Lacey. So this could be it here. The race into Lacey in the centre of the screen, Brooks on the far side, Ali Day swum into 3rd place, Matt Poole's in 4th, Kendrick Louis in 5th, Matt Bevilacqua in 6th there. The whole field, and there's waves on out the back. There's waves on out the back. Poole stopped and waited. Poole stopped and waited. Bevilacqua's kept swimming. Poole's going to get down one. Bevilacqua's going to get down one. Ali Day's going to push, and fall off the back as well. Unbelievable. Lacey stood up. Max Brooks will get down one on the outside as well. So Brooks, he has been blessed in this swim leg. 2 waves to take him to the lead, and a great performance there, but one from out the back will get one all the way through. That might be Ali Day. That distinctive bent arm there. Is it Ali Day when he stands up? Is it Ali Day when he stands up? He goes straight past Lacey. He starts to push hard for home. He stands up just like that, and it is Ali Day. The champion comes to the fore. He's won 5 Coolangatta Golds. He's won a series. He's done it all, but he wants another one as Brooks goes round in 1, Lacey in 2, Ali Day in 3, and then we're a long way back to the rest of the field.
Well, Poole was there in 4. No, it's Bevilacqua. Bevilacqua in 4, Poole in 5. Eckstein's thereabouts. He comes around in 6th place, but this race is still on.
Anyone's. Even if Lacey wins, if it still finishes like that and Ali Day's in 2nd or 3rd place, Ali Day will get the job done at the moment. So Lacey really needs them to drop off. Kendrick Louis, he is out of it at the moment, but heading onto the board, anything's possible. Day is in, and he can see another series title, but the rest of the field's gone to the left-hand side. They've all gone left. Day's gone right. Could this prove the decisive moment?
Well, it's opened up on the left all day. Let's see what happens out here as the waves start to roll through. No, it's opening up on the right now, but look at the sets coming through. That left-hand side seems to have a little bit more of a gap. Not now, so the white water comes through, and that's what Day has seen. That's why he's worked to the inside. Another set may roll through out the back and hold them up. It looks like it will. Day and Bevilacqua around.
God,
Brooks gets hit. It's a race in 2 out in front.
Oh, now leaders, our 2 series leaders at the moment, 1 and 2, and they're 1 and 2 in this final race. It'll be purely a match race to the line. If Bevilacqua wins, he wins the series. If Day wins, he wins the series. So that is how we're getting to the point now, and it's probably what we deserve after such a summer. We had a massive start with TJ Hendy. Ali Day won round 2. Bevilacqua got it done in North Wollongong. Shannon Eckstein in Fairhaven, and Bevilacqua again in round 5 at Surfers Paradise. But here we go. Day and Bevilacqua side by side. The rest of the field trying to hang on. Max Brooks is there in 3rd place at the moment. Shannon Eckstein's clinging on to Grim Death in 4th. Pool's there as well. And where's James Lacey at the moment? He is a long, long way down in 5th place and trying to get himself back into this series.
Well, Lacey, it looks like he's sitting in 4th, Josh. He might have moved his way back through, but at the moment it's all Bevilacqua and Day. Day on the inside. He's got the spot. Brooks comes up the inside as well. He is probably one of the better board paddlers in this field, if not in this 3. And Bevilacqua starts to make his move. Bevilacqua, the 3-time Molokai to Oahu world champion. He'll be looking to make a move on the runs on the way home. And look at Ali Day start to accelerate.
5 rounds, hundreds of hours of training, years and years of commitment have all come down to one race to the beach. It's a drag race. Ali Day in the centre, Max Brooks on the left-hand side, Bevilacqua on the far right. Here we go. The boys start to wind up. Lacey, I think he's out of it. He's going to need a wave. So's Shannon Eckstein. So's Matt Poole. So's Kendrick Louie. Here we go. Day starts to push. He pushes on the left-hand side. It turns into a runner, but it won't turn into a wave. There's a wave on the right for Bevilacqua. There's a wave on the right for Bevilacqua. Will he get down it? Day puts the head down. He starts to grind. He knows this is it. Bevilacqua sits up at just the wrong moment. Brooks is going to get down it. Brooks is going to get down the centre. He's never won a race. Will today be his day? Bevilacqua's got one and Day's fallen off the back. It's left and right and back and forward, up and down, and who's going to claim the title? Maybe Max Brooks. Maybe this is his moment in the sun. He's gone straight past the entire field just like that and over the top. We're going to have a sprint up the beach to see who is crowned our overall series champion. Bevilacqua just needs to fire up and to beat Day to get the title done. Up on the line, Max Brooks will be crowned your round 6 champion. Bevilacqua's fallen off. He's opened the door a little bit for Day. Here we go. It's a sprint up the beach. Bevilacqua's going to get there. Bevilacqua's going to finish in 2nd place, but Max Brooks is your round 6 series champion. Matt Bevilacqua will probably, yes, he will take the overall title there. Ali Day was valiant in 3rd place, and then it was the charge of the Light Brigade behind them. Unbelievable stuff. James Lacey did everything right and deserves so much more. Jack Hansen, I think we've crowned Matt Bevilacqua our 2017-2018 overall series champion.
Well, just incredible, Josh. His girlfriend did it moments before, and Matt Bevilacqua on 412 points is your Nutri IronMan series champion.
Years ago, he packed all his stuff in the car in Tasmania. He loaded it onto the Spirit of Tasmania, made the trip north. His dream was to become an Ironman, and today it is fulfilled. He is so happy. He can't believe it. We'll go down to the beach with Ty. Matt Bevilacqua hugs his roommate, his training partner, and his best mate, Matt Poole. The defending champion hands over his crown to the current champion. Let's hear from the big fella now.
I have a very excited Kurrawa competitor here, the overall series champion, 412 points. Bevy, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. That was crazy. We're paddling out there together, and I just did. Yeah, I can't believe it, to be honest. Yeah.
But it seems tough. Like round 1 and round 2 seem to be very, very tough races just to get through that final race.
Oh, mate, yeah, that's it. You know, you've really got to be efficient. Even if you're at the back, you need to stay calm and really put it on the line that last race, because that's when it all counts.
What's it mean, not only to represent Kurrawa, but also being from Tasmania, to win the overall Nutri series?
Mate, it's been my dream since I was a kid, you know, watching from the couch in Tassie in the cold, you know, watching these guys run around, you know. I had dreams of, you know, making the series, let alone win one. I can't even get my head around it, mate.
Mate, there's some great Tasmanians in the day of David Boone, Ricky Ponting, and now we put Matt Bevilacqua there as well. What about that?
You can't put me much there, mate, but I'm working to it for sure.
Mate, outstanding performance, but also Ali Day, a tremendous series from Ali, unfortunately just falling short, basically by 1 position.
Yeah, right, I still, want to see those points. I thought I had to win, you know, and I just got in there, and you couldn't have scripted it better, could you?
Mate, go enjoy your time, but on behalf of everyone here, not only Ocean 6, but around Australia, congratulations.
Thanks so much, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Unbelievable stuff, and a dejected Ali Day. You've got to feel sorry for him. He led going into the final series a couple of years ago, and have a look at the celebration, the jubilation there, and that's his brother Joel, Matt's brother Joel there. They've been through, well, the hard yards together. They get the job done, and it's hugs all around. A couple of mates from Tasmania have flown up there, and there's Timmy, his old man there. Timmy's one of the good blokes in surf life saving. I think there's a tear in his eye.
Oh, that's
there.
not rain, Josh. Those tears, they are tears on the screen from Timmy Bevilacqua.
Unbelievable stuff, and from the jubilation to the dejection there of Ali Day. He's a champion, and he will be back with no doubt. Blair there consoling him.
Yeah, he's a true, true gentleman of the sport. He's a great role model for our youngsters out there. Ali Day, so close today.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to swallow right now, mate, but it is what it is, and you know, I've had an amazing series, and I put my best foot forward the whole time, and look, there was not much more I could have done today, and I'm still really proud of the way I raced, really proud of the person I am, and at the end of the day, it's not that bad.
Mate, we're very proud of the person you are as well. You're an outstanding performer, ever consistent. Like you said, race 1, race 2, race 3 today. But it was just the luck of the ocean, but that's why we do this sport, because of the elements. Oh,
100%, mate. That's why I love it. And I was just talking to Trev just before we got on air here, and I'll have another moment for sure. And as I said, it was tough when it happened. I wish I could have that moment back again, but you know, full credit to Bevy, to James Lacey, and to all the guys that raced well today. And you know, it was a really good series, and I've learned a lot from it.
Mate, you'll have plenty more success in future years. You're a great gentleman of the sport, great role model. On behalf of everyone here, well done, Ali.
Cheers, thanks, and thanks to everyone out there supporting me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a great day, in particular for Newport, and this man right here, Max Brooks. Mate, you are the round 6 Ocean 6 Nutri champion. How does that feel?
Yeah, pretty surreal, to be honest. You know, I always hear people say that it hasn't really sunk in, and honestly, it really hasn't. You know, the main race today was about Bevy and Ali, so even going in that last leg, I was sitting right behind them, and I thought it was pretty cool that it's come down to the last leg for those two. So I thought, why don't I just try to take it myself? And I was really lucky to get a run straight past them both at the end then. But yeah, it's pretty surreal.
We sort of had a race inside a race as well, but obviously this is round 6. You've never had a win before in the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain. It must be a great feeling for you also, but also for the club of Newport.
Yeah, you know, I've been at the club since I was 6 years old, and it's been a massive part of my life. All my really good mates are from there, so yeah, it has been a great day for Newport, Georgia to get second, so I'm super stoked for myself, but you know, my club more so.
And also the format today. Now you are finishing the top 2 in round 1, so you had opportunity to have a little bit of a rest. That was a big advantage going into round 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched the second race, and it looked like a really tough race. So even in that ski start, I was happy. I was pretty lucky to go straight to the front because all those guys were quite buggered. So I definitely reckon it played a major part. Definitely.
On behalf of everyone here at North Cronulla and around Australia, congratulations, Max Brooks.
Yeah, thanks, Ty.
Hugs all around down on the beach. That's Max Brooks there. He had a massive day, but what about Harriet Brown? She claimed her first title last year, claimed her first race win here as the monsoon starts to set in.